Hello again, witchy people. I really hope you enjoyed the thunderstorm videos that I put up. We had, even last night, there was distant thunder and a couple of flashes of lightning. It's been, for me anyway, really lovely. And obviously for Kitty Bear, because she loves it too. I do have some books. Okay, I had some books that I was going to show you. And then I've just been shopping at Lidl's. It's raining, hence the stupid noises to make. Never mind. Yes, we went shopping at Lidl's and they had these books. And what's really nice about these books, okay, because we have had, I'll show you this page. Okay, so it shows you British wildlife and then tells you about their habitat, and then you can add your own notes. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the bat that we've had locally, this one, because since sort of like the end of March, we've had a lot of bats flying around at dusk. I love them, absolutely love the bats, but they don't like the rain, I don't think. And we've had a long-eared bat around as well somewhere. So yeah, that looks like it, the brown long-eared bat. We do have quite a lot of bats locally, because we're near quite a lot of area where there's a build-up of trees, but also we live near a lot of sources of water. We do get a couple of species of bats. Mayfield Park, which is local, amazing bat population. You have the bat spotters out, which is it's actually I think it's the local university, camp out for a couple of weeks every few years and yeah, record the bats. It's quite amazing. Anyway, so I got this one, and as you can see inside, you get to write your own notes. And then the British wildflowers and trees shows you how to identify them. And then on this side you get my observations, what I can see, what I can smell, the weather is, and my drawings and photos. So in my garden, which I will talk about in a minute, I am going to be planting a lot of wild flowers, a lot of cottage plants, and I have taken a video of my garden, so you might be able to see it later. I have a very shaded end because it's north facing, and the garden, although it's very tiny, it's very enclosed, so it doesn't get a lot of sun, if any. It might get a little bit of dappled sun late in the evening occasionally. So I'm hoping to grow snowdrops, bluebells, primula, that sort of thing. Someone said campanula, but I think they do like a little bit of sun occasionally. I don't know if they'll grow well there. So this is going to be like a reference book, so I can put down sort of like, if I grow them from seeds. I'm growing some wolfsbane and some deadly nightshade. I've got the seeds, so I can actually put in there, you know, when I put the seeds in, what I grew them in. So it's going to be a really handy reference book for me, you know, for the future as my garden grows, hopefully. Okay, I have got some more books to show you, but those are just because I went to Lidl's. And I am going to say, because I'm talking about my garden, yesterday I was up and out at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I worked 3 hours solid. At the end of that, I tried to rescue as many plants as I could. So I found a dicentra that's going to go at the bottom of the garden as well, because they don't like sun. Dicentra don't like sun. And the one I've got, the one I refound, is Dicentra King of Hearts. Now the King of Hearts is also known as a bleeding heart. The King of Hearts, whereas Dicentra spectabalis, which is bleeding heart, it's also called Dutchman's breeches. What a horrible name for a beautiful plant. On Dicentra spectabalis, whether that's alba or normal, the flowers grow right the way across the stem. So the stems are quite long, they arch over, and you get all these little bleeding hearts going from larger all the way up to small across the stem. On the King of Hearts, a bleeding heart plant, they kind of grow in little clusters at the end of the stems, more so. So the King of Hearts is the one I've got, and I've just gone out and rather naughtily bought myself a new Dicentra and Dicentra alba, which is the bleeding heart, and I'm in white and like a pinky colour. I've seen a beautiful purple one I would love, and a local nursery actually stocks it near, it's in Waterlooville, and they actually stock and grow this purple bleeding heart. So I may go out and invest that, but they love the shade. So I've got this whole bit at the end of the garden that is always in shade, and I have to find plants to go there, so like bluebells and primulas and such like. So that's going at the end of the garden. Nothing in yellow, which is a bit annoying because yellow plants some yellow plants grow really well in shade or partial shade. I have to say this, when we first moved into this house, which was about 15 odd years ago, I think it was, the front garden, underneath the window, there was a flower bed, and it was full of daffodils, bright yellow, golden daffodils. Now, I love the poem I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, don't get me wrong. One of my favourite poems of all time. However, I don't like daffodils. My name is Ambermoon. I don't like daffodils. I am the only person I know on the planet that doesn't like daffodils. And it's not that I hate them, just not that keen. And I've tried growing them in pink and white and the yellows, and I can grow them really well. I just don't like them. They're just not my plant. And my mum keeps on saying to me, oh, but they're such a happy plant. No, they're not. They're cocky little things that take over the garden. So no yellows in my garden, except for broom. I had some broom once. But that's the only plant I've ever had in any of my gardens that's yellow. So I'm going to be growing, I want some ragged robin and yeah, I want some chamomile. So I do have some meadow plants and some herb meadow plants that I'm going to grow underneath the window when my garden can be redone, which I'm not going to be able to plant it until next year because it's not going to be finished in time this year, sadly. But I have taken a video of the garden as it is now. Like I said, I have saved some plants. So I saved my bay is looking really poorly. I have saved some rosemary, but my large rosemary bush is going to have to go. It's breaking my heart. I've had to get rid of my sage because that's just gone. But I did save my curry plant, is doing really well. And every time anything brushes up against it, like the cats will brush up against it and the whole garden smells like curry. It's divine. I think I've saved some nigella, love in the mist. Oh, I've bought some gypsophilia seeds, baby's breath. I love gypsophilia. I've forgotten what else I saved. Like I said, I found my Dicentra King of Hearts. Like I said, I think I found and saved some mint, but there is so little that I have left from my original flower bed that, like I said, I can't save and change around any of the stinging nettles because you can't really change stinging nettles. And I would love to put my foxglove at the bottom end of the garden in the shade where it's going to like it, but you can't move foxgloves once they've started growing. And it's taken me 6 years to get one foxglove. I plant the seeds every year because I know that foxgloves grow up every other year. They'll come up every other year. So I always plant them every year so that I get around one foxglove in 6 years. And that's been about maybe possibly 40,000 seeds I put down. One foxglove. Anyway, okay, to the next books that I bought. I bought this one, and the thing is, it's by Frances Melville. There we go, and it is The Secrets of Home Magic. This one goes vintage edition. This goes with the previous book that I bought on, which is Witchcraft. But it's because I love the pages. They're just so pretty. And you know, you can't beat a book that you look at and you go, oh, that's lovely, no matter what's inside it. So if they bring out any more, I will definitely buy them. But the book company is, there we go, New Burlington. Okay, I also bought the Zodiac Oracle because it's got all sorts in here, and it's got all the glyphs and everything. That is by Alice Eckreck. There we go. You have to excuse the state of my nails, by the way. I've been gardening, like I said. The Book of Spells. White magic to make your dreams come true. The reason I bought this is because I had a look at the book inside the store when I was in the store, and I have a bit of problem with the phrase white magic. There is no white magic. Magic is magic, you know. It doesn't have a colour. You know, the meaning of magic and the intent of magic is the person who uses it, who creates it and uses it. But anyway, it's by Michael Johnston. There you go. And what book company it is? Arcturus Books. But the reason I wanted it is because the whole first part is witchcraft past and present. So the whole witchcraft thing, past and present, I'm looking forward to reading, which is why I got that one. Then I got another little book, the Book of Fortune Telling. You know I love anything to do with fortune telling. And I think if you read different books, it gives you lots of different ideas on different aspects of divination, even if you're reading about the same divination techniques. For instance, tea leaf reading. It will give you several different ideas in here compared to other books. So, and that one is by Michael Johnstone again, same as this one. And once again by Arcturus Books. There it is. Don't know if you can see that, Arcturus Books. Okay, and the other two books, right, I'm going to move these out of the way quick. The other two books were given to me by my mum. Now, I have never, ever been to Egypt, and I would love to go to Cairo, Valley of the Kings, Luxor, Thebes, all these places I would love to go. I don't think I ever will. So I have to make do with the internet and books, and I love books. And my mum gave me this one, which is the Valley of the Kings. And it's got, although they're black and white pictures, it does go into quite a lot of detail, specifically about the Valley of the Kings, and I assume the Khufu pyramid, which is the largest pyramid. So yes, and then she gave me this one, which is the Tomb of Tutankhamun. The Tomb of King Tut's tomb, Tutankhamun, or however you like to say it, Tutankhamun. But it's actually by Howard Carter. It's obviously, this is not an original copy, it is a copy. Yeah, Howard Carter uncovered the tomb in 1922, and this is basically it's his diary. It's his version of what happened. So that's going to be an interesting read for me. So there we go, gardening and books. That's what I've been up to. I do have a few more videos to upload, and I have to go and check out on everything else. Oh, I've bought a domain name, and next month, in the next 3 weeks, I will be buying the website for United Witchery. It is going to be, you know, I'll pay for it myself. I will get it going myself, and hopefully it'll be okay. And then maybe if it takes off, the cost of it will be covered, hopefully, by perhaps people who want to advertise there. We shall see. I will have a whole separate section, hopefully, of links that people can go through and see how that goes. I do have a page which is just links specifically for members, so if members have a website that they want me to link, I'll link it, or a Facebook page or a YouTube account or Twitter or Instagram, that sort of thing. So there we go, that's it, that's what I've been up to, getting caught out in the rain and getting my hair all bookied. Oh crikey, that wasn't very good, was it? Oh, and we took the dog to the vets and he's doing really, really well. Okay, that's it, I'm off now. And I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching, witchy people. Bye for now.